Still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And trotting out there leading them is their 4th-year quarterback.
A tough time a season ago, his team missed the playoffs for the first time in his career. But he does remain one of the most efficient quarterbacks in the league. He's completed over 67% of his passes for his career. We know he's efficient. Now he wants to be spectacular and get his team back to the big game.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. The numbers for McCaffrey last week, 22 carries, 57 yards.
How about we shine a little spotlight on the offensive line? Those big guys up front are creating nice space, nice gaps for them to run through. I think he's going to go for 100 yards in this game.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 51 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. And works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there on 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 5.
Get set, get set. 22.
This time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
San Francisco.
Purdy bootlegging it. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. McCaffrey. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. Play number 8 here on the opening drive. This is 3rd and goal. Purdy will set up and throw it here. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Brock Purdy, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are on the board first here on the road in Tampa.
Nothing like understanding where your escape hatches are as a quarterback. Here he's looking, but he knows he doesn't want to force anything. So when nothing avails itself, he slips past the rushers, takes it right up the middle, and takes it into the end zone.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So here are the Bucs now to take over for the first time. Under center, it's the 2017 Heisman Trophy winner as you get a look at Baker Mayfield.
And what a career resurgence for Baker Mayfield. He went from being a discarded starter to a Pro Bowl quarterback. And he's coming off a year where he set career highs in passing yards, touchdowns, and completion percentage. But best of all, the ultimate leader for his ball club.
Here's 2nd and 10. Mayfield to throw it. There's a short one taken in by Otten. A very good move, but for a short gain out near the 32. Now a 3rd and 6.
Gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Here's Mayfield. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49ers offense led by their running back headed out for the 2nd possession. And he's made his presence felt in the passing game throughout the season. You look at the NFL's leader in receiving yards by a running back, his name right there at the top. 2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 27-yard line.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 6. And the 49er 1st down.
Now Purdy. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 33-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it 2nd down and 11. Purdy from the gun. Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey. Short completion, just 4 yards. 3rd and 7 now. Purdy now to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
A gain of 14. 1st down, San Francisco.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. Looking deep for Jennings. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Throwing here, Purdy. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Touchdown, San Francisco.
Christian McCaffrey, 49 yards. And the 49ers go up by 2 touchdowns. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And fighting down inside the 25. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Buccaneers offense and their running back Bucky Irving getting ready to go back to work. And they've used him quite a bit in the passing game as you take a look at the NFL leaders in receiving yards by a running back, and he's right there in the mix. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
It's 2nd and inches.
Baker going to give it to Irving. And he'll take it down shy of 45 at the 46. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. The Buccaneers did a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
It's a gain of 22 yards. That's another Buccaneers.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Looking middle, and he's got Ibuka. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
That's another Buccaneers first down.
What's up?
Now they show jet sweep instead, a run up the middle here. And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7. Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
180!
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Now a 2nd and 2.
What's up?
Mayfield down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Touchdown! Becky Irving from 3 yards out. And the Bucs have cut it back within a score.
Obviously, Brandon, they couldn't get it all back with just one score, but that touchdown chips into the lead, and now it makes the comeback a little bit more manageable.
Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. That time a 6-play drive. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Christian McCaffrey and his 49er teammates back onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I have no idea how many yards I have. Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Purdy. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd.
Back to throw, Purdy. That's over the middle and caught by Pearsall. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Here's Purdy. And that is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Well, when we do games together, we don't see a ton of these, but always impressive when someone can get through that quickly, Charles, and get a hand on a field goal attempt.
And the key to success for them on that play, they get off on the snap. They timed it like they knew exactly when it was coming, and that set him up to deliver the block kick.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Evans. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing, Mayfield. Wide open receiver complete. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. To throw, Mayfield. This is caught by Evans. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards to the 16 and a first down.
16 yards. That's another Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This a 33-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good, and that will do it for this first half. So halftime straight ahead. It is time to join our good friend Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
Journey around the
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start the third quarter. Now, they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. And what's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I established the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think they get back in balance. It'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Mayfield. He completes it to Evans. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They go play action. Mayfield. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Now a second and 10.
Bernardo Green on the coverage.
Now Mayfield. And he fends him off. Dancing to his left. And he'll go down at the 28. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. That is caught. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Mayfield looks to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that'll bring up second down.
Second and 8.
He dropped to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up third and 2.
Makes it third and 2.
180!
They'll look to throw again. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you and do it for myself. I go 0 to 1 real quick.
McLaughlin now to add the PAT. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's Chris Godwin who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Niners offense and Christian McCaffrey ready to go once more. He had the touchdown reception earlier, and we show you the NFL leaders in that category for running backs, and he's right there amongst the league's best. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. Second and 6.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And he's going to have a Niners first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. 82 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And the 49er first down.
Purdy looking to throw. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Buying time to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Robinson up the middle. And he's got room. What a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. The Niners on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. He will push his way down to about the 14. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now Purdy. And it's caught. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
San Francisco.
Juwan Jennings from 13 yards out. And the 49ers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Pinheiro's extra point up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Back now comes Tampa Bay. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Alfred Collins on the stop. Brought down back at the 27.
Mayfield to throw it. Open man is Buccaneers. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Over the middle to Evans. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. Here's Mayfield. There's a short one taken in by Otten. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 25-yard line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And down inside the 15 it goes. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Mayfield. And oh, that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
straight ahead, it's Irving. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They'll come to the line now on a 3rd and 6.
It's a gain of 4.
Now Mayfield. And he is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Buccaneers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's another Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Irving will score. Touchdown, Buccaneers. What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead. And also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. So Purdy and the Niners down 24-21, 24 seconds to go. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on 1st down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Got the connection here to Bourne. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's Purdy. This one to Bourne, and he's got it. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
A 35-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier. And this time, there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Mayfield. Looking downfield for Godwin. And this one's incomplete. And we have free football overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
So it's the 49ers who will get the football first with a chance to win it here in overtime. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They have fought hard to reach this point. They've got the ball first. Remember, though, even if they score, it would quiet this crowd, but it doesn't end the game. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line. And what an awful time to cough up the football here in OT.
And all coaches talk about, they preach it like crazy, minimizing mistakes, taking care of the football. In this case, that didn't happen, and now they put themselves in position to lose the game.
Yeah, field goal wins it. That's all they need. On 1st and 10, here's Irving. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. We need an extra time to decide this one. The rushing score and OT finishes it off, but all throughout, really just a great game to witness.
I agree, and the whole time we were watching and the way this game went, the ebb and flow of it all, and then to get there and finish it what I would call old school way, a running play, because in today's NFL, we throw the ball to ring the bell, don't we?
Not there. They ran it in. And again, just a great game that we bore witness to. So for the Buccaneers, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Niners, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.